Okay. Something, I guess in some ways different, but I've done something kind of like this before. But I held off because it's a little weird and also because I'm worried it might be a little long. But welcome to the only other Neopets game I think that is really Let's Playable. Credits are a main option in the main menu, that's interesting. You can uncheck tutorials. That is interesting, I'll keep them on. So I have played this game, strictly speaking. This is one of my favorite kinds of games to Let's Play where I've actually played it before. I played as a dog fox actually. But only a little bit, so I don't remember basically anything about it. This is one of those RPGs where you have to choose your stats before you have any idea what they do. Awesome. But yes, this I think is some kind of dungeon crawler. I have no idea how long or short it is or anything like that. So we'll have to see. So we have, I guess we should look at their stats. The Doggle Fox is the average one. I would like to read their descriptions, but I don't want to take too long to get into the game. I'm tempted to be a croc because they're out of all these Neopets here, they're the only ones that can actually become a proper Neopet. I think this game might only have Petpets in it, hence the title, Petpet Adventures, which is kind of weird because they're not really that popular a thing, I don't think, compared to the main species, but crocs actually, they're a pet that can grow into a pet. It's kind of weird. But actually they're all average and below average except for defense. That doesn't seem very very pleasant. Strength, agility, intelligence. Huh, high intelligence. So they're good with magic. So these do not seem to be like the Elder Scrolls archetypes per se. I tend not to use a lot of magic in games, I'll say that. I tend not to use anything that requires like have any ammunition in games like this. I don't know why you'd want to buff defense. But, so I'm tempted to lean towards a Mazu actually. Why not? Player 1. Also, I don't very often, oh man, how do you... Oh, that is a weird way of writing things! It's not often I Let's Play PSP games, which is kind of fun to do every now and then as well. Okay, this is the weirdest entry screen. 1 second. How do we... There we go. It does seem, admittedly, fairly, yeah, I like this input scheme, actually. This seems efficient. Why don't we have more stuff like this? Like, hey, instead of that really awkward keyboard, like normal keyboard you had to use on screen on the PlayStation 3, and probably other PlayStation stuff, and probably Xbox and whatnot too, actually, 360 and onwards, why can't we have stuff like this? All of a sudden, we've already seen, like, super creative stuff. Really loud! Okay. I'll try to yell over this if I have to talk. You're not a pet. Who are you? But you're really anthropomorphized. Is that an Aisha? Maybe? Kara? Something? That's a Skeeter Agrarl. Clearly. Nice and her cutscene though, I'll say that.
I have found her. She is inside.
I also know nothing about this game's plot, so I should probably pay attention, to be honest. Yeah, that's in a car. She has the massive ears. I think that's me. Do they rerun this cutscene with every potential pet you can use? I wonder if they did it with other scenes.
What has happened to us, Fluffy? What has happened to our world? What will become of us?
Tell me where it is, Megan. Tell me now.
Argus? What happened to you?
I have changed. All is changed.
But why? I've known you since we were small, Argus. Have you done this? What did you find in that book?
The wand, Megan. Give it to me.
The wand is only a legend, Argus.
I will have it.
If the wand did exist, I would take it and wish this day never happened.
The wand lies within this very chamber. You are a gypsy, Megan, and gypsies have kept the lore of the wand for centuries. You know how to find it.
My grandmother said that the wand was disguised, hidden in plain sight. This must be it.
Okay, I guess I'll tell you now. Is the logic here.
I wish Arcos had never found that puppet. I wish that he had never been transformed.
Fetch, you fools! Fetch the wand!
Should be forever undone. Fluffy, we have to get that wand back. It's the only thing that can save us. Fluffy, come back! No! No!
You
That's
fool.
just what you told him to
If
do.
I can't have the wand, I will take something almost as sweet. Revenge.
Okay, no more yelling. Seriously, what was with the volume there? Okay, so I guess that's our explanation for being in a world with only pet pets. Still kind of a weird decision, I think, for a game, but whatever. I'm a little bummed that so far it seems like this game's gonna be entirely in Meridel, just like Darkest Fairy was. Which was one of my biggest gripes about it. It makes sense for a game setting, but like I talked throughout something I spent a lot of time talking about when I played Darkest Fairy was wishing that you could see other parts of Neopia and Neopets games, because there's so much more to offer than just the stock medieval Europe setting that is Meridel and or Brightvale. And this game might not have actually moved beyond that. I will not do that yet. Doing it. Yeah, so we got health, we got magic. I think this is a fairly standard top-down dungeon crawler game, which actually is not is incidentally not a genre I have much experience with. Ah, that's helpful. It's a lot more comfortable there. But of course, I haven't seen much of this game, so maybe there's more to it. I don't know. Boom. Bam! That's not small. Bam! There we go. But since I remember basically nothing about this game, I think other than the fact that you heal a little bit over time, and that led to me spending a lot of time just standing in place waiting to heal. That's really all I remember, being in some dark cave waiting to heal. Because I was not very good at this, evidently. One interesting thing is, the other one little thing I know about this game, I haven't tested it, but supposedly, from what I remember reading online or somewhere else very long ago, if you set your name to something in particular, I think it was just a random string of characters, you start with a full heal item. That's it. I don't know why they would do that, but... What about this thing? Not there. Hey, can we do anything fun? Any menus here? That's interesting. You've got multiple attacks here, so this is a triangle. So if I just mash, I just keep punching with both arms. And I'm right-handed, I notice. I was wondering how to do that. There we go. Oh wow, this reminds me a lot of, it reminds me a little bit of the approach to Darkest Fairy for some reason. Not a ton. And we're starting on farms, naturally. Yeah, so it looks like this is kind of model. It looks like this has, in a lot of ways, a similar thought to, oh, journal. Okay. A similar notion to it, to Darkest Fairy, but instead of being based on Zelda, it's based more on, I don't know, whatever your top-down dungeon crawler of choice is. Which to me sounds very in line with this sort of game that Neopets would have expected to be when the franchise was started. This sounds like the kind of game that Adam and Donna, two of the more influential creators of the series or franchise, would have signed off on. Because I believe they did actually approve. I thought it was both of the games, but at the least Darkest Fairy. But they expected they would get a lot more input than they did. They were basically shown some concept art, and then Sony just did all the rest for them, or whoever it was that made the game. I don't remember who specifically. But I remember them saying they were a little disappointed by that, how that went. Keep me healthy. It's kind of weird how it says keeping your pet. I guess I'm not the character. The character is just something I'm taking care of. Even in a world of nothing but pets are still somehow taken care of by others exclusively. Quick item balance. That was the bottom right, I guess. Ah, that's what. Huh. Okay, so this is an item using animation, I guess. So, how precisely do we move? Items. There you go. So you have to use the stick to move between these. Quest, magic, so the usual groups. So I could equip that if I wanted. I don't know if it has durability anyway. If it doesn't, then sure, let's use it. I actually cannot eat that right now. Could I? I don't know how to set things to my... Annoying thing is I actually don't know how to set things to my... I don't imagine this will help. To my quick bar. Okay. That did not show me the controls. There you go, you actually have to press right. Camera, use quick items, so that's blocking, which I don't think I can do yet. I forgot the awkward... I'm playing this with the PS3 controller. I forgot the awkward placement of those starting to select buttons on the PSP. It's been a long time since I've used an actual PSP. Mine is just floating around here somewhere. Should be. Change quick item, left and right. Good. Okay, so you can toggle your weapon as well. There you go. I can cycle through those, but I don't have anything on my bar right now. How does one do this? So I only see for prompts, drop and use. I don't want to do that. Oops. We have 3 dimensions here. It's why I keep getting confused. We have L and R to move between screens. Oh, look, we have a quick item screen. We have the D-pad to move in here, and then we have left and right to actually move between categories. Like, I think that's a bit too much menu. Well, for the moment, let's just apply that there. Let's not actually stay on that because I don't want to use it accidentally. This shouldn't be, though, like, interesting how my map gets filled in over time. This at least should not be like Darkest Fairy where I keep accidentally using items because of a... Actually, wait, it certainly could be. I'm using the same controller. Oh no! I need to make sure I don't actually use items. In fact, it's the same button, I think. Oh no. Pitaria. Okay. I don't think it really rolls off the tongue as well. A thing. It's a pretty decent magic, but we're really early in the game, so I'm kind of doubtful. Ah! Sorry, it's a catch. It's not super straightforward there. Let's take a look at this at least. The menu remembers where you were. It's gonna trip me up. A star. I cannot use it. Well, that's no surprise because I'm not a very magical oriented individual. I do have a little bit of resistance, I think, to light, that says. On the right there. I think that list of percentages is probably elemental resistance against different elements. Fire, water, earth, air, light, dark. And they have what almost look like moats on the right, but not quite. We'll have to see. Anyways, we're out of time, and I am actually really short on time to record stuff tonight, so I'll have to cut it here. I'll explain more of that next time, maybe. But anyways, bye everyone.